So this is going to be part one of the Boomerang Sprint V3 turbine build. The only reason why I'm going to go through and kind of document this stuff is because there's no instructions for the V3. And some improvements have been made in the V3 design over the V2 that I think makes the V3 worth it. They still sell the V2, but I'm not sure exactly if I would buy one with the V3 available. Anyway, just a quick little thing. These horns that they make are too long, and if you're not careful, they'll poke through the back of your surfaces. I noticed that after I did it, so it is what it is. I mean, technically, I could cut this out, sand it down, put a patch over it, and you probably never know it was there, but really, it's not that big a deal. Plus, that part of it is underneath the fuse, so you're not really going to see it. So I'm not going to sweat that. So you gotta put these metal rods in. All right, so check them, make sure they fit. Make sure you get them screwed all the way in and back out. They're kind of snug, so once you're sure the fitment, everything's right, put some Loctite on them, put them in there. Last thing you'd want is one coming unscrewed. Now, here you just do your hinges like normal. Oil the joint, epoxy the groove and the hinges. Don't need to go in a lot of detail because if you're building a turbine plane, you better know how to do your hinges before you get to this point. Oh, I didn't do this one. I thought I did already. I did all my links already except for this. Anyway, I'm going to put my link on here. And your control horns are nice. You should paint them. I didn't. I really don't care. But if you care, paint them. Make them look nice. The landing gear, I'm going to align it and screw it down. I'll probably film that when I do it. I didn't see this nutsack, and the screws for the landing gear are in it. I thought maybe it didn't come with the screws for landing gear, so I bought my own screws. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. So anyway, I'll show how I align these and screw them in once I do it. To create this linkage here, they give you this piece here, this piece, and that other ball link. All right, they're plastic. You screw those in like that. It's too long. It's way too long. All these are the same for all the surfaces, which I love. So you can't, you're not going to mix anything up. The locations are already set. It's very well done. The servo position is where it's at. I mean, that's what it is. So this is way too long. I took a 3mm bolt. This is a 3mm control link. So I took a 3mm bolt, cut the head off. I'm going to put this on there, butt them together, and glue them together. And then that'll be the right length for this. I checked all the other links. I've checked all the hardware. There's nothing for this. This is what you're supposed to use, but you can't. It don't work. That's the only complaint I have on this plane, other than maybe not having instructions, which really, if you're building a plane like this, you shouldn't need them. If you need instructions for this plane, maybe you're not ready to be building a turbine plane. But, this is my first one, so maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, so the only ding on this model so far is that this linkage that they supply doesn't work. So this is the flap linkage complete. I'm going to go ahead and cycle it. I hate to do that, but I'm going to do it. There we go. Right now, that's full flap. And open. I'm going to put a drop of glue in here. I haven't done that yet. I'll do that here in a second. So in the middle wing section for the flap, I'm using an A6320 servo with 270 ounces of torque, or ounce inches. It's ounce inches. Anyway, on the wings, on the ailerons, I'm also using those same servos. And then I have the same servo for the elevator. For the for the rudders, I'm just using, the rudders are small and there's two. So I'm using a D645 MW from High Tech. It's got 170 inches of torque. So there's two of them, two small rudders. I think I'm good there. And it does meet the requirements as spelled out for the V2. So it should be good for the V3. I'm actually exceeding the recommended specifications for that. Anyway, here's they come with nice ball joints, plastic, and they thread it really tight. I mean, that's not going to come loose. I was thinking, well, do I need a nut, to anti-backup and all that kind of stuff? These aren't going anywhere. They're just not. I mean, they're so tight in there. I am thinking about maybe dropping a bit of glue on the backside here just to prevent anything from backing up, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I had to use a wrench to tighten these down. They're so tight. So again, the hinges are really nice. They're very large plastic hinges, pin hinges, and the wing just kind of sets itself. I mean, you don't have to mess with that. Now I'm going to cut out the covering here, and I'm going to put the wing tips on. I'm not going to use the tanks. I'm just going to use the tips. And I'm debating on whether I'm going to put lights on it or not. Lights would be cool, but I don't know if I want to mess with that. So those two metal rods go here and here. They feed through the boom. So it's middle wing, boom, and then wing on the outside, and then a few sets on top, and the elevator across the back. So the wingtips aren't a perfect fit, but they're pretty close. There's a bit of a gap here and there, but it is what it is. I don't think you can change that much. The finish isn't great. You can kind of see there's, so if you're a nut about a nice finish, that might bother you, but I don't care. I think it's fine for what I need it for. It's still going to be very functional. Again, it's hard to tell, but that this isn't quite lining up perfect. But it's a nice fit. It's a nice fit. So there's obviously this wingtip type, and you've got a spar, and a piece of fiber that you can screw through to hold it on with. This is the tip tank type wingtip, so you can interchange them. That screw right there, you unscrew it and take them off, swap them out. This one has a bit of a gap in it. I can fix that, but tighten it up a little bit. But I'm not sure which one I'm going to run with. Probably this. I think this is cleaner. But we'll see. Now this is the elevator. I kind of messed this up before I realized I was doing it. I could fix it, make it look all nice. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. But really, it's kind of underneath the plane. No one's ever going to see it. And if they do, they're looking too close. I'm a little disappointed in the fit for the cover, for the servo mount. But it is what it is. It's underneath the plane again. No one's really going to see it. It would have been nice if it was nice and flush and smooth and match the curve of the plane and everything. But it is what it is. So that's the top of it. 4 plastic pin hinges in this one too. Very easy setup. Very easy to put together. So far, I haven't spent much time on this. Again, it's got the A6320 servo in this, and I need a lead to go from here through the boom, through the main wing, into the fuse, into the servo. I've got some long extension leads coming for that, and this thing is getting close to being ready to get put together. So this is the boom with the rudder on the back. Again, the rudder's very small, so it's got the D645MW servo on it, 170 ounces of torque. It's a high voltage digital servo. It's very quick and pretty strong, so that should be plenty effective for this small rudder. This one's only got 2 pin hinges in it. Yeah, so that's all there is to that. I got a 48-inch servo lead, so that should hopefully be plenty to get to where it needs to go, and I won't need to splice in another extension. My goal is not to have to do that. The elevator extension lead will run in here, down through there, and out and into the same path as that one. The lead that I ordered for this is a 48. Because I got to go up and over to the middle of the elevator, I ordered a 60-inch extension for that. I wish I would have realized that I really need to route it from here out to here and then through there and out there. So I need to take this cover off, and I've already Loctited it. It's fine. I only use blue. It'll come loose just fine. But yeah, and these things here, I had no idea what these were for. I was really racking my brain to try to figure it out, and I realized that these are for tail strikes. If you have tail strikes, it's going to prevent you from damaging your boom or your rudder. So if, I must have spent a day thinking about what the heck these are for, at least. And it kind of dawned on me. So, and you can't find anything online about it. So now you can.